Was the Paladins' inability to run the ball more because of just a breakdown or the conditions of the game, meaning that you were behind and got away from the run?
Well, I didn't think we weren't going to win a football game in the second half running the ball, when the score got there. So I didn't, at that point in time, we had to throw it. One sense we got to have a little more of an urgency. And part of it was having a young guy, never played in a college football game, in their running. So just having a little more of an urgency from a time standpoint. But Monty, I just told him, I thought first half wise, we were kind of right where we wanted to be. We were moving the football. We were mixing it, running and throwing, but we don't ever have anything to show for it. And, we get down there and the two turnovers obviously were huge. We had the touchdown called back. The two throws were just bad. I think one was a bad throw, one was a bad decision. And so I don't know. I thought we probably could have had 14, 17 points at the half. And if we had done that, they probably would have had about the same. But I think that was just, and then defensively, I didn't think we played very well at all. I think they were on the field for 9.5 minutes in the whole first half and gave up 21 points, gave up like 5 or 6 on third down, and just can't get off the field on third down. And the most frustrating is just the third and long that we keep allowing. It's losing contain. It's, letting the quarterback scramble. It's still, I think the tackling, obviously the tackling has showed up the last 2 weeks, a number of missed tackles.
Coach, you talked about points left on the field at Tennessee Tech. That it kind of felt that way again today. Could you just talk about that? And I felt like a lot of the game was sort of, you had some good plays in there, but mixed in with some unluckiness too. Could you just talk about that?
Well, you're right. And John, I'm telling you, don't think it hasn't been talked about. We know we've left points out there, and it's been missed throws, and it's been a missed block here or there. And again, I don't know how else to address it other than just continue to work at it and, trying to give our guys, you go look scheme wise, you feel like, okay, that should be a pretty good play. It's just an execution thing. And the only thing I know to do is keep working. We got to practice better. We got to coach it better. And we get the one called back today. There are a couple of things I hadn't seen happen in the football game. I think they had one pick off of a guy's ankle. The ball flew up in the air. They had a third down conversion. I think the first half, it went off about 3 people, and a running back just chasing the ball ends up catching it, kept the drive going. That's football. That's part of it. Sometimes they go against you. Sometimes they go a little bit for you. So, we didn't help ourselves a whole lot. And, again, give them credit. I think their quarterback was phenomenal. He hadn't played. He got there in January as a transfer, but he practiced with them all spring, even though he wasn't eligible to play. And he made a bunch of plays for him with his feet and throwing. And again, at the end of the day, I think the whole story of the game was missed opportunities in the first half. And then, we just didn't play very well defensively in the first half and let the game get kind of away from us a little bit at that point in time. And what did we throw the other pick, right? The first series of the second half. Got to stop. And then obviously we made a decision to put Jason in the game. I think originally we were going to try to redshirt him. Just to try to give us a little bit of a boost. You can see he can do some things. He didn't seem like the game was too big for him. He made a couple of typical first-time mistakes. You'd like to be able to guy to get in the game and not have to be in that kind of a hurry-up mode, throw it as much as he was having to. But we'll come back this week and we're going to be willing to play him, and we'll let him and Ham continue to battle it out like we do at all the other positions, and we'll just try to get better.
Coach, considering his first action, can you kind of give your first impressions of Jace? I know you just did a little bit of it.
Well, you'll have to go back and watch it, but you saw he obviously is athletic. I think he's pretty poised back there. He didn't ever seem to get rattled. I actually thought we did a terrific job protecting. I think we had a tackle got beat right there at the end of the game. when he overset a guy, but he's got a good arm. I think he's a guy that's like most young guys that's got to continue to practice better. And we've been giving him most of the 2 reps. It hadn't been the ideal situation, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, we've had Hamp, and then we moved Luke Shiflett back there, who we would have loved to have left at receiver, but we just felt like at the time. Now, obviously we've made this decision. So we got 2 guys that we feel like we can win games with. And again, we just need to give ourselves a better chance. The run game, Monty asked me, it's just, I don't know, there's times I think we block people pretty darn good. I even go back and watch the tape, and and I don't know if it's because of what we've been trying to do. That's just something we'll look at hard this week.
Given how the opening drive went, how frustrating. I mean, obviously you had the touchdown call back, but you got 3 points, you moved the ball, and then how frustrating was it, the rest of the way just to not be able to get down there again?
It's frustrating. We let them throw one over our heads, I guess was how they scored their first one. And then we're down there 2 other times, through the 2 picks, and I guess had even the field goal deflected. And I hadn't seen a replay. I don't know if it's an edge guy. I don't know. I got a hand on it. That would have made it 14-6, been a 1-possession game. And then I think they came right down the field and scored. And, I think the missed tackle showed up again, that killed us a week ago. It showed up again today, missing some tackles. Losing Catane on the quarterback obviously is really extremely frustrating. But again, give them credit. But boy, I thought like I said, I thought the quarterback was, I'm sitting there, I guess he was 10 for 20, but he made a bunch of plays, both with his feet and keeping balls alive. Made a couple of great throws. Got a couple of, favorable bounces, but again, that's part of the game.
So would you rather play somebody next week or have this week off? Get better.
You know what, Monty? I think right now I'm probably glad to have that week. I think we'll go back and reevaluate everything we're doing. Obviously, what do they say? You keep doing the same things and the results aren't quite what you want them to be. So I've been doing this a long time. And you know what, Monty? I think our kids are giving great effort. There's some things we can do in practice better, and those are things we got to see. And, if we're going to use Jace in that role, that's certainly weak. I think his whole demeanor might change this week now. Sitting over there thinking we're not going to put you in, we weren't going to play him if we could. I didn't know if we could have made it. I don't know how that would have gone. I think Luke maybe played one play there early in the game, but obviously, Jace has all the tools. Just like Hamp, and like I said, all of a sudden it's not Hamp's all his fault. He just plays quarterback, and in our sport that certainly that thing gets magnified when things don't go well. So no, I think it'd be good for us. It'd be good for us to kind of get ready to go. And I told them we lost a conference opener a couple years ago, won a conference championship, and I think we got a much better football team we had then. So we're just like I said, a lot of things. The first half was kind of funny. It was you thought you did enough good things to kind of be in a tight game. Next thing you know, it kind of gets away from you a little bit score wise.
Coach, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Scott.
The third and longs on defense. What was that? Just a combination of bad tackling? Did they scheme? It seems like a lot of times they had a simple handoff, and they get 9 on 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that is frustrating. I think there were some times we probably in a 3-man front where they decided to run the football. It's not like you don't know they can do that. We do 2-minute against it, and one of them was even 2-minute drill. Same type setting. That is frustrating, losing contain of a quarterback. Guys gonna make a throw sometimes. We brought pressure. I thought we'd have a chance to get to him a little bit more. We didn't there either. You know, I think, again, that's something we've got to look at. I don't think we've been great at pressuring quarterbacks all year. There have been, you know, first couple of games, we got to them a few times, not as many times as I'd liked. So I think that's something we'll have to continue to look at. And I think it's a combination of all of the above.
Final question for you, for me. Just talk about, you know, going forward and how you, there's no remedy to really improve the pass rush or improve offensively, but what will you go back and do fundamentally in these with this off week? As far as, will it be like preseason camp a little bit?
Well, I mean, we work fundamentally every week. That won't change any. You know, yeah, but we do need to do some things funny. We need to block better and tackle better. And those are things that we'll focus on. You know, we go good on good Tuesday and Wednesday quite a bit during the week. So we're practicing against our best people to give us the best picture. You know, at the end of the day, I think sometimes you got to ask yourself what you're asking kids to do and can they do? And I, you know, and be quite honest with you, I think it's a little bit frustrating. I think we're talented enough at a lot of those spots to have a chance to take advantage of it more so than we are. You know, we got to make some more plays. We just do. I mean, I saw the one kid make the dive and catch down on, I think it was about the time the replay went out. The dive and catch down there, they got given the catch on, and you know, but hey, you know, they made the plays. We got to make a few more of those, whether it's defensive side or offensive side. Yeah, we run the screen at the end of the game, and I think we've had about 4 screens that they should have all been great, and I think we might be averaging 2 yards on all of them. You know, the other night, one of them was a terrible throw. One of them we whiff on a block, and today we slip down. You know, and that's been the really frustrating thing. Too much of that kind of stuff, you know, going on. You know, and again, at the end of the day, we just gotta go work. Anybody else? Okay, thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.